On this day in history, October 4th, the Teatro di San Carlo, Europe's oldest continuously operating opera house, opened its doors in Naples, Italy on October 4, 1737. The magnificent venue was commissioned by King Charles III of Spain and built in just 8 months. The theater would go on to become one of the most prestigious opera houses in the world. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart premiered his Symphony No. 36 on October 4, 1783 in Linz, Austria. The symphony, now known as the Linz Symphony, was remarkably composed in just 4 days during Mozart's stopover in the city. This work demonstrated Mozart's extraordinary ability to compose masterpieces under tight deadlines. The Western Confederacy of American Indians achieved a decisive victory over the United States on October 4, 1791, at the Battle of the Wabash. The battle resulted in the worst defeat ever suffered by the U.S. Army at the hands of Native American forces. This victory temporarily halted American expansion into the Northwest Territory. The Russo-Ottoman siege of Corfu began on October 4, 1798, marking a significant moment in the Mediterranean campaigns. This joint operation brought together two traditional enemies in an unusual alliance. The siege would become a notable event in the ongoing struggle for control of the Mediterranean. The last major armed rebellion against authority in mainland Britain erupted on October 4, 1839. This event, known as the Newport Rising, marked the final large-scale violent protest on British mainland soil. The uprising represented a significant moment in the history of British civil unrest. Sir James Young Simpson made a groundbreaking medical discovery on October 4, 1847, when he identified the anesthetic properties of chloroform. This discovery would revolutionize surgical procedures and pain management in medicine. Simpson's work marked a major advancement in medical science. Confederate forces launched a devastating attack on October 4, 1864, during the Battle of Johnsonville, destroying a Union supply base. The raid resulted in the destruction of millions of dollars worth of military supplies. This tactical victory demonstrated the effectiveness of Confederate cavalry operations. The city of Camagüey, Cuba, rose up against Spanish colonial rule on October 4, 1868, during the 10 Years' War. This revolt was part of Cuba's first war of independence against Spain. The uprising in Camagüey represented a crucial moment in Cuba's struggle for independence. London's first deep-level tube railway, the City and South London Railway, opened on October 4, 1890, connecting King William Street and Stockwell. This pioneering project marked the beginning of London's modern underground transportation system. The line would set the standard for future subway development worldwide. The Armistice of Villa Giusti between Italy and Austria-Hungary took effect on October 4, 1918, effectively ending their conflict in World War I. The agreement marked Austria-Hungary's exit from the war. This armistice was one of the final steps leading to the end of World War I. British archaeologist Howard Carter and his team made one of the most significant archaeological discoveries in history on October 4, 1922, when they found the entrance to Tutankhamun's tomb. The discovery in Egypt's Valley of the Kings would lead to the most complete ancient Egyptian royal tomb ever found. This finding would revolutionize our understanding of ancient Egyptian history and culture. Nellie Taylor Ross broke new ground in American politics on October 4, 1924, by becoming the first female governor in U.S. history when she was elected in Wyoming. Her election marked a significant milestone in women's political participation. Ross would later become the first woman to direct the U.S. Mint. General Field Marshal Erwin Rommel made a crucial decision on October 4, 1942, by beginning a retreat of his forces following defeat at the Second Battle of El Alamein, directly disobeying Hitler's orders. The retreat would last 5 months and mark a turning point in the North African campaign. This decision highlighted the growing strategic differences between Hitler and his military commanders. Operation Pheasant successfully concluded on October 4, 1944, achieving its goal of liberating North Brabant in the Netherlands. The Allied offensive helped secure crucial territory in the push toward Germany. This victory contributed to the eventual liberation of the Netherlands from Nazi occupation. The United States government established the National Security Agency, NSA, on October 4, 1952, creating a new intelligence organization focused on signals intelligence and cryptography. This marked a significant expansion of America's intelligence capabilities. The NSA would become one of the most important components of the U.S. intelligence community. Soviet forces entered Hungary on October 4, 1956, to crush the Hungarian Revolution that had begun on October 23. The intervention resulted in thousands of deaths, countless injuries, and forced nearly 250,000 Hungarians to flee their country. This event became a symbol of Soviet repression during the Cold War. Dr. Jane Goodall made a groundbreaking scientific observation on October 4, 1960, at the Kasakela chimpanzee community in Tanzania, when she witnessed chimpanzees creating tools. This was the first time tool creation had been observed in non-human animals. This discovery fundamentally changed our understanding of human uniqueness and primate capabilities. The United States conducted its final above-ground nuclear weapons tests on October 4, 1962, concluding Operation Fishbowl. This series of tests was completed in anticipation of the 1963 Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. The conclusion of these tests marked a significant step toward nuclear arms control. Florence, Italy experienced catastrophic flooding on October 4, 1966, when the Arno River rose to unprecedented levels, reaching depths of 6.7 meters. The flood devastated the city, destroying countless masterpieces of art and rare books, while leaving thousands homeless. On the same day, Venice suffered its worst recorded flooding, with water levels reaching 194 centimeters. The Netherlands experienced its first car-free Sunday on October 4, 1973, as a result of the 1973 oil crisis. The country's highways were temporarily transformed into recreational spaces used only by cyclists and roller skaters. This event demonstrated how nations adapted to the global oil shortage. Iranian college students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran on October 4, 1979, taking 90 hostages. This action marked the beginning of the Iran hostage crisis that would last 444 days. The crisis would have lasting implications for U.S.-Iranian relations. Barack Obama achieved a historic victory on October 4, 2008, becoming the first person of biracial or African American descent to be elected President of the United States. This election represented a watershed moment in American history. Obama's victory marked a significant milestone in America's journey toward racial equality. The Tigray War began on October 4, 2020, when Tigrayan rebels launched attacks on Ethiopian command centers. This conflict would develop into a devastating civil war with severe humanitarian consequences. The war would lead to widespread displacement and suffering in the region. Thank you most sincerely for your time and attention. If you found this presentation enlightening, I encourage you to share it with others, express your appreciation with a like, and consider subscribing for future content. I look forward to your company in the next installment.